Hello, this is Wanda again, coming back to you with another video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, or thank you for visiting my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe below. If you are interested in my content and you would like to see more, this video is kind of sort of like a personal journey that I have been on. And I've seen other sisters making videos about why they stopped wearing makeup, why they stopped wearing weave, and why they, yeah. So I wanted to kind of do a video and share my story as to why I stopped wearing makeup, one, and why I stopped, like, I didn't wear that much weave, but I would do like perm and colors and all type of chemicals in my hair. So I wanted to just do a video for you explaining what prompted me to stop wearing makeup, one, as well as perming, relaxing, coloring my hair. And also wearing weave. I had really not been a big weave wearing person, but I can explain to you why all these things transpired. So I'm gonna start in 2017. So I converted from Christianity to Hebrew Israelite spiritual practice or belief, in that it was revealed to me that the Israelites in the scriptures were black people. They were Hebrew Israelites, not the Jewish people in um, the Israeli people. So it wasn't them, it was us, the blacks, the ones that were taken into slavery during the transatlantic slave trade. So that's when, and this was in 2017, as I was reading the scriptures, and at the time I was calling the creator, the uncreated creator, God, but now I call him the Most High God, because he actually the Most High Yah is what I call him. So he revealed some things to me, but it's funny because right before I came into the knowledge of these truths, I watched a YouTube video of a sister who explained why she stopped wearing makeup, and she stopped perming her hair and wearing weave and all that. So as I'm watching her testimony, then I started feeling convicted, because with all the makeup and all the hair and the fruitfulness and all the, you know, chemicals, which of course, the chemicals are not good for us as black women. They don't even check those chemicals. They just allow them to sell anything to us. So those chemicals can have they have all kind of poisons in them. The perms, the colors, they're just not healthy for us. And that's possibly why many of us have sicknesses, diseases, cancers, and you can get all kind of diseases with those chemicals in your hair constantly, on your skin. And then you are changing the texture of your hair. And even with the makeup, it's like I'm just bulking them all in one. The makeup, the chemicals in the makeup is not all healthy. Actually, it's poisonous to your skin. And you can go for the natural minerals, but at the end of the day, all that stuff is really not good for, and it's really not necessary. It was revealed to me that the makeup and all the hair and all this is just vanity, meaning, we're so vain as women. We have to have these things to look a certain way. Like, we cannot be satisfied with how we look naturally, how we were created to look naturally, our skin, our eyes, our eyebrows, our lips, our hair. We're conditioned in the West to not like these things about ourselves. So I had felt a deep conviction in my spirit from the Most High. I just felt him speaking to my spirit saying, you are not, that's not you. Like, when I put makeup on, I look like a totally different person. from who I really am today. So I started feeling kind of ungrateful in that, I mean, I didn't have any blemishes or I never had skin problems. So it was kind of like, well, why are you wearing, it's like I always had this thought in my mind, which I know it was the Most High speaking to me, saying, you don't need that stuff. Like your skin is nice. I created you to be perfect. Like you don't need any additional eyelashes, which, as you can see, I have like no eyelashes. My eyelashes are so short. So I like to wear eyelashes and stuff like that. Not the real long ones, but the short ones. But at the end of the day, he just dealt with me like, you're just not happy or grateful for what I have blessed you with, for the looks that I have blessed you with, for everything I've given you. You're beautiful the way you are. So I had a deep conviction about that. And I kind of gradually started, not using as much. I never used a lot of makeup. I use makeup to enhance like my beauty. So most of the makeup I wore was very natural. I would do a little pink on the cheeks, a little lip gloss, nothing too extreme. I did do the eyebrow, cover the eyebrows with the dark pencil and the eyeliner and all the dark stuff. And so he just started dealing with me like, that's unnecessary. It's very vain. And I just start feeling a conviction, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to not wear as much. So I weaned it down to, I think I got down to like just lipstick and maybe a little, I started wearing like eyelashes instead of the black eyeliner. And then eventually I just stopped, because with the eyelashes, you have to put glue on your eyelashes, and that's not good. It's like all the chemicals that are available for us as women to put on our skin is not healthy for us, and it causes a lot of sicknesses and diseases that we are not aware of. And that was just strongly in my spirit, because our skin is our largest organ, and it absorbs whatever you put on it. So you have that makeup, and then the stuff, the chemicals in your hair, it goes into your scalp, into your brain. So it just wasn't, every time I thought about that, I just like, enough is enough. So it started with the makeup. I began with the makeup, and I worked my way up, and then I got to my hair. So this story is it's gonna shake you a little bit, because I was kind of shook. So I went on a cruise, and I had the what do you call those braids? It's like you braid your hair and you crochet braids. I had crochet braids in my hair, and I had like a red color hair in my head. Now, I went on a cruise, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do crochet braids. So the whole time, the Most High had been dealing with me about this weave in my hair, and then also the chemicals, the perms, the colors. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put this in my hair. So it's just, I don't know, I just had every now and then I was just feeling like awkward, like I shouldn't have it in my hair. I just didn't feel like I looked like myself. I felt like I was like dressing up for like Halloween or something. Like, I don't celebrate holidays, but like when we were younger and our parents dressed us up like kind of like a clown, that's how I felt. And even though people were like, oh, it's beautiful, it's a nice color, you look, your hair looks really nice, I just felt so dressed up, so made up. And then I started thinking, what is the purpose? Like, the purpose behind me doing all this? It's to get attention or to attract, because I was single at the time, so attract a man or to get attention. Some women say they do it for themselves to make themselves feel good, but I think I was doing it for attention, even though, I don't know, I was just doing it for attention, because a lot of people would notice when I would wear makeup, and they would compliment me, or when I had all this weave or perm, and you have nice hair. They would really compliment me with the chemicals and with the makeup. So I liked the attention. So I would do it for that. So that's vain, So one day I know that this, because I was listening to a video where they were saying how the weaves, sometimes they sacrifice the fake hair to idols, and then we put this hair in our head, and it's been sacrificed to an idol. Therefore, you have all kind of weird thoughts. So I was on this cruise. I'm sitting outside watching the sunset on the cruise ship, and I had weave in my hair, and so I had this overwhelming feeling, you guys, overwhelming feeling that was so overwhelming that it kind of scared me. I felt almost possessed to a point where I felt like something was trying to control me, like take over my will. And I felt this overwhelming feeling to jump off the ship. I am not lying to you. I felt almost like I was being nudged, like pushed. And even though I was sitting down, I'm like looking out into the sun is setting, and I'm just, it's beautiful, and I'm like, wow, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And then the thoughts in my head was like, it's like it's like it was drawing me in. It's like that. It's I don't know. It was a weird spiritual energy. It was just like it was just weird. It felt beautiful because of the sunset, but at the same time, I knew it was demonic because it was pulling me towards, like making me want to. It was this in my mind. It was like jump, just jump out into the water. It's beautiful. I am not lying to you. And it scared me so badly because the thoughts in my mind was so overwhelming and powerful, and so I was I was so shocked, and it was like I was frozen. I was frozen with fear because I was even scared to move. I was going to get up and go back inside of the cruise ship, but I was just so scared to move because I felt like if I got up, I was going to be like pushed overboard. It was that, I felt that controlled. I literally felt like there were people holding me to push me over. And so there was like a force or something holding me. And if I would have stood up, it was to push me over. And so I started praying, I just started praying, like praising the Most High. Thank you, for, my life, and just praising the Most High, thanking him, telling him how grateful I was and how I appreciate, his protection and his love. And then as I was praising the Most High, I felt kind of like a little like peace to where I can actually stand up and walk in. So I stood up and walked in. And I know, you guys, it had something to do with that weave I had in my hair. Because the weave I had in my hair was like it was kind of like an orange color. It was kind of like a reddish orange color. So it was not good. So as soon as I got back home from the cruise, maybe not that night, but the next day, I got up and I went to the bathroom. I took the weave out, and I got scissors, and I cut all my hair off. I mean, I cut it all off. My hair was about maybe like right here, maybe like shoulder length. My hair was shoulder length. When I say I cut it all, I cut it. I cut all the chemicals out. I mean, I was just like, I felt like I had to get it out my head because I felt like my hair was corrupted. I felt like it was corrupted from the natural way it should be. I felt like the chemicals destroyed and damaged it, which it really did. But I felt like I needed it out of my scalp. I just needed it gone. So I just cut it all off. My son was looking at me like, Ma, are you okay? Because he's never seen my hair short. So he's kind of looking like, is everything okay? And I'm like, everything's okay. I have to get rid of these chemicals. And so that's kind of what the hair situation happened with the hair. So from the makeup, got rid of that to the chemicals. And so now the only thing that I am working on now is my jewelry. Now I still have a jewelry. I'm still not quite there as far as not wearing jewelry because I still like earrings and even my nose ring. Some people say that jewelry is really not good as well, but I'm not feeling such a conviction about the jewelry as much. Every now and then I'll go without jewelry, so it doesn't have a hold of me like the makeup and the hair did. So at times I can go without the jewelry. So, and of course I do wrap my hair, which is primarily because the scriptures tell us to. But I was actually liking the whole head wrap style in the U.S. Once I went natural, I started wearing a lot of head wraps and getting into a lot of head wraps. So it actually started as a fashion trend, I guess, or fashion thing. And then I just liked how I looked with head wraps. So that was kind of easy. I wrap my hair most of the time. And I have different, I practice and start buying different head wraps and start practicing, on how to wrap them in different ways and watching videos, YouTube videos. And so that's kind of how I am, where I am today. But this is a process started in 2017 up until now. So I am like almost completely free of all of the manipulative type of stuff like the makeup and the hair. So what you see is what you get. No makeup, natural hair, and I still, like I said, have the jewelry that I wear. I try to keep it a little bit modest because sometimes I would go overboard with the earrings because they would be like really big, So because I like jewelry, so I trying to bring it down a little bit so I won't be so flamboyant, which is this testimony is my personal experience and what I am doing and what's good for me in terms of my life and my spiritual growth. So it's not, for everybody, and it's not making other people feel convicted about it, but it's just my story, my personal story, a journey of how I went from wearing makeup and perms and color and all that to nothing, bare face. The only thing I wear on my lips is usually clear lip gloss. I tried a lip gloss with a little color, but even with that, I felt like, I felt like a clown, like when I had some lip gloss that was a little lighter, a pinkish color, but it just looked like too much. So I just try to stick with the clear color because we need something, lip chap or something, lip gloss, something shiny, but that's it, no color. And that's kind of like a testimony of my life in coming into the truth, the knowledge of the truth, which is what the Bantu Hebrew Israelites call it, the truth, and knowing who we really are. And then my transformation from wearing makeup to not wearing any to natural hair. So it's been a transition because when I first started and I didn't wear makeup, people would ask me at work, "Are you sick? Like, are you okay?" Because I look really pale. Without makeup, I felt like I looked really pale, like I needed color. I needed the makeup for the cheeks and the lips because I felt like I looked pale. And people would say, "Are you sick?" They would always ask me that. And I'm like, I had to tell them, you know what? I'm not sick. I'm just not wearing makeup. Like, this is like really how my skin looks, pale like this, but I'm not sick. And then with my hair, people thought I was like going through like a crisis. They were like, "Is everything okay? Like, cut all your hair off?" And I worked around a lot of Mzungu at the time, and I had to tell them, actually, this hair is my natural hair. This is how my real hair looks. Like the straight with the black, that's artificial. So that was actually not real. So I'm saying to myself, you should have asked me what was wrong with me when my hair was straight, because it's not normal for a hair to be like bone straight, completely black. I was using all kind of chemicals, but no one ever asked me, our people or Mzungu never asked me, "Are you okay?" when my hair was straight, when my hair was completely black. But now that I cut all the chemicals out and my hair is natural, I have people asking me, "Are you going through a crisis? Is everything okay?" Because I'm single. So I used to be married, but I'm single now. But people would ask me, "Are you okay? Are you going through something?" And I'm like, "No, I just decided to stop using chemicals that were actually killing us. Killing me. It could kill me because the chemicals are not good for us. But for some reason, they didn't understand it, so I just kept moving on with my journey. So that's how I ended up in this bare face without the weave and all that. And then coming into the knowledge of the truth, and then coming to the continent of Africa. So it just gets better and better. I'm going to a point where it's like, you know, from basically glory to glory. I'm going from glory to glory, as the scriptures say. So just trying to be a better me. This, again, is my personal testimony. It's not for other people. It's not to make anyone feel convicted or, you know, or anything. It's just my personal testimony and how I ended up to where I am today. And so I am on the continent of Africa. I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, in my apartment here, sitting down, just doing a quick video with you, just to chit chat. And like I said, other YouTubers were doing videos in terms of explaining, you know, why they stopped wearing makeup and why they stopped wearing weave and permanent colors and all that. And as far as braids, I don't do braids often because I am very, very, very tender-headed, very, very, very tender-headed, and I don't like my hair being pulled, period. I mean, like some people try to convince me and say, oh, they don't braid really tight. I never liked my hair being pulled. I like it to be free. I like it to be loose. I don't like my hair being pulled. I don't even use a comb and brush. I use my fingers when I do my hair. So I wash it with my fingers, you know, use whatever shampoo, conditioner to detangle it, and that's it. I part it with my finger. So I don't even use combs and brushes at all. Maybe when my hair gets longer, I may need to use a comb or brush or something, but right now that it's short, I don't, because I don't like, I'm very tender-headed. I don't like my hair to be pulled, even by me. I don't like it to be pulled, period. So my scalp is very sensitive. So, but anyway, thank you for watching. I just wanted to do that quick personal testimony video and give you a little glimpse into who I am personally and how I ended up being here, and also now on the continent of Africa, which was a whole nother, that's a whole nother conversation, just a whole nother call that I received in America, a wake-up call to get out of Babylon, which is America. So I received the call to get out, and so last year, July 2020, I was out. And so that's how I ended up on the continent of Africa. I started a business called New Leaf Collective. Just started it not after being here for 10 months now. In July, it'll be a year. So just collabing with another diaspora, and we have 2 Tanzanian partners. So it's a Tanzanian business partnership. So 2 Tanzanians and 2 diasporas. So yeah, so we're rocking and rolling, doing business on the continent, partnering with my brothers and sisters, my Tanzanian brothers, and doing things together to assist the country in investment and to help Africa rise up. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe so others will, this will be in other people's feed, okay? And also, I'm trying to get my numbers up, my YouTube numbers, but they're growing very, very slowly, but that's okay. It takes time, but it will come. So I will see you in the next video. I will do another one next week sometime, and I'll try to find a nice place outside because many people always ask me, let me see the sky and the trees and outside and walking around. And so I try to do videos outside so everybody can see the sun and see how beautiful it is here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So I will do that next time, okay? But thank you for visiting my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.